You can't drink your pain away. You can't pray it away. You can't hope for it gone, because it will always be there until you face it. So face it. You're in pain. You're hurting. This is a message to myself that I need to hear. Finally, I'm here to listen. Stop running. Stop avoiding. Do you even know how to stop? God. The escape alleviates sometimes. The high feels so good. When pain subsides, moments of liberation, right in my mind and body and soul. It's like a reconnection, reunited. But that pain always comes back, that disconnect always detaches. What is the pain trying to tell you? You're not listening. You're not receiving. We can't hear when we got our ears plugged. We can't perceive when we have our eyes closed. So open your eyes. Look outside. The box, the constraints, the chains that hold you back. You have the key in your hand. Can't you see that? You look through the bars from your prison cell that you created. Because our thoughts and emotions unaligned. We can't drink away the past. We can't pray away the past. We can't hope for it to be gone and think some kind of divine intervention will take it away and just lift it without doing the work. No, the pain was the divine intervening. That's when the divine showed up, when the pain showed up. Don't you see? You said you wanted to be strong, so it had to break you, so you could build muscle and endurance in your heart. Because to become a vessel of love, you have to know pain. You have to sit in darkness, not run from it, not avoid it, not escape from it through drinking and praying. You got to face it. Because pain, it gives you the space to learn compassion, what it really is, when you give it to yourself and realize that gift you've been given to everybody else but you. You need it now. You know how to give, so take it back and continue to give back through love. Compassion is one of the greatest gifts to ever give, and you said you wanted to be a giver, so we had to make sure we taught you. And I'm learning and I'm evolving because of reflection and introspection. I was inside this box, scared to explore. Then I took a breath and I looked around and saw light behind the borders that my mind created and stayed in. It was a choice. But to live unconscious sometimes becomes our normal reality, where it becomes automatic and we forget to use the tool awareness so we can check in with ourselves. Are we just moving through the motions, or are we really in them? You know how you can tell? Is if you can act like a kid as an adult and get lost in the moment like you were when you were a child, when you used to go into your mind and imagine and dream of the wildest things that you believed could come true or were true in that moment. When you can do that as an adult, you know you're making it. because those are the moments we all live for. On our last day, it's my belief, those clicks in our minds won't be about money, won't be about the house and the things. It's going to be about the intangible that you can't feel with your five senses, but you can feel with your heart and soul. It's my belief. The pain that we give to others, we will feel when we die. The weight that we put on other people's shoulders and hearts because we were unaware. Hurt people do hurt people, so please heal. Because we will rise as a collective. I really believe that. I really do. But we have to be willing to do individual work to raise the frequency as which we live. And are we willing to do the work because we have to be willing to sit in discomfort and darkness for real? Feel the pain. And in doing so, we find freedom and connection, observation over judgment, third perspective. And we get used to actually being in our body in the moment. It's very hard. It's very hard. If you could just see you through the eyes of love, there would be no fear. Unknown would excite you. You're one person on this earth, a grain of salt, a piece of sand, a drop from the sea that will return after it crashes on the shore. You'll go back to your source, where we are all connected by an invisible string inherent when we become human and are born. And we cry our first cry and take our first breath. Breathe, cry. It's a sign you're alive. Be, exist, give space to yourself to love. Become a vessel